hiding unnecessarily. Hello, Cobrats, and welcome back to Alien Isolation. I'm TryclydeTamer. Hiding in this closet. Seems that we got a family. Looks like Dustin from Stranger Things, and maybe even 11 as a child. I don't know. It's like a to-do list, but it's kind of fuzzy for right here. Just get some butter, milk, and eggs and stuff. Someone at the Hoover Dam, you can only assume it to be. I don't know the specifics. Alright, these people are starting to follow me, so I'm just gonna start heading with due haste.
She's got your hack tool.
Yes, I do.
It didn't work. We'll find another one.
I'm hearing sounds aside from people talking, so I hope that's not gonna be a problematic thing. Owl 1, Owl Oni. Man, so many sounds. Ventilation systems, open airways. I don't know. Pick up some more maps for me, see how far we are doing with this stuff. Okay, let's see if we can find ourselves a safe room. Alright, got a drinking bird, safe station, and maybe something else that's interesting if I can find my way to it. There's also a thing right here with a low power. Keep that in our mind. Oh, here we go. Revolver. That's a little something to help us out. So we can now select it in the radio menu, even though it's already there. We can point, we can shoot, we have aim assist, 6 in the chamber at a time, then you can hold your X button or R for reloading to bring it back up to 6. And yeah, that's going to keep us a little bit safer while we save. Not like there's anybody immediately coming for us. They're searching for us, but they're not here right now. On the night of the next day after saving, it was Wednesday afternoon when I recorded the last little bit, and now it's Thursday night. Whoa. So here we are in the same room. There's something still here that I want to grab before moving too far within, though. Yep, also by the revolver is a key card to pick up, and it's something of great expenditures. I don't know why I always have to say a word like that. Let's get a flashlight on, just to have a little bit of lightness going on. Hey, sounds are being a little loud. I have my volume down to like 60. Even still, things are quite loud. Alright. Keep things a-going with that stuff of the key card or something. Move along to this room. We got an ID tag. Checking around, making sure we're getting enough items. After I scour this room a little more, I'm gonna possibly try to craft some stuff. Oh yeah, especially after all that stuff. Flashlight batteries and all. I remember my thing about doing the, whatchamacallit, replenishing the batteries after I get things all covered. Oh, I saw someone walking in there. It's like, what? Are there dead people? Are there alive people? Well, all I see is a dead person. Hello there. Are you God? Hey, sounds. I don't like hearing you. Just look around. I was about to say, like, what am I able to pick up? Bonding agent. That's what it is. I hear computers, and I also see schematics. This one's for a flashbang. Yeah, I think at this point we can try to craft some things. Flashbang requires, if I can hit my bumper button, it's being a little weird. See if I can get this going. There we go. It requires bonding agents. I'm hearing Morse code, and sensor, and blasting cap. Is someone trying to talk to me? Marshall Waite, maybe? Almost sounds like his voice, but his voice actor kind of seems to be used for multiple people. Alright, got a couple of those things. How many medikits do I have? I have 3, 2 flashbangs, and 10 revolvers. Just the guns themselves and not the bullets and stuff. The rounds to go in the chamber. I'm not very versed in the Scientology words for guns. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's scrap there. And that was a voice crack. We got a wet floor sign with the Japanese or whatever language it is. I'm kind of having a hard time telling.
Oh god. The flight recorder.
Let's see if there's fruit in this.
What? No. God damn it.
I forgot the password! So angry that you have to push it over.
Stay focused.
We will. Okay. This is kind of an odd thing going on here. You might want to start hurrying because things are going to be noisy. Kind of a rush going on. Loud in my ears. Interact with those things to move them around. See what all we can find. Just trying to systematically be safe with how I'm going. Kind of not as threatening as it's making the sounds like it is to be, whatever. We are trying to find the data cell with the flight recorder being broken. Let's see if I can tone down my volume a tiny bit on my controller keyboard. Oh, I thought that was something protruding from a ventilation system, and I was like, no, don't be doing that. Okay, here we go. I think we want to like keep things moving in the way that they are, so I can keep one going in a counterclockwise fashion. Because over here is our data cell. Let's pick it up. Loading. Please wait. That's good. So, let's get ready to hack the elevator to Seegson Communications.
Let's try this thing out.
Alright, let's try it. We start things off by moving the white bar around until we find a place to where we can enter a callback code. We got the ladder-looking thing, checker-looking thing from Pedigree or something, and then the dilapidoodly thing. I kind of like the sound effects in this game. We're not really seeing my favorite one yet. A different type of alarm we'll be seeing and hearing later on. Well, probably more hearing than seeing, but we're gonna see it in a sort of way as well. But anyway, we have our access tuner, so of course we can hack the elevator. But for the time being, let's go to places we are going around. It's almost the same thing instead of the things being in a different way, where the phallic-looking object is at the end of the line. Alright, some collectibles in here. Should be another ID tag that I see right here, like this. And then we're gonna search for some things in here. Hope. I thought someone was following me around, but nope. Let's play this tape recorder.
Message from Marshal Waits. This is Chief Porter and Tech Support. Look, there's nothing on this flight recorder, Waits. We've broken God knows how many corporate confidentiality agreements and come up with zip. Nothing except the Weyland-Yutani logo and an empty readout.
Huh.
Things will go to last. So either someone on board the Nostromo asked its mother core to wipe it clean, or somehow the data's been corrupted before it got here. Care to fill me in on why this was a priority job?
Yeah, I'd like to know as well. Alright, we're just gonna be moving along here. Had a quick edit to check some things around. And of course, things are blocked off. So we're gonna have to disable the security lockdown one way or another. Yeah, we don't really do too much vent climbing, even though it's gonna happen plenty throughout this game. There are items to find. I think there will eventually be ID tags to find, so when we get to a point like that, we're gonna do some searching in the way it is. Oh yeah, creepy with the darkness. Probably gonna have to replenish my batteries soon, but we're gonna fumble about in the darkness for now, just to kind of get my waypoints going. That's a dead end. So we're gonna go to this way for the dead NA, like the Pokemon or whatever. So, alright, yeah, that's the place we want to go to see things, and that's just a blocked off thing there. Ugh, sound effects, chill. Bad things aren't happening quite yet. I mean, yeah, it's bad that we need to disable security lockdown, etc. But let's just use our security access tuner. It's almost like the same little area where I have to go, except it's more on this corner. Getting there to the signal. I could go faster, I know. Okay, that's not the one I almost hit it, but I was like reconsidering myself, and then there's the phallic object again. Her. I'm so mature. Okay, open this door. It's a dark looking room. I think it's mainly a terminal in here if I were to look at my list. It says T-Tech Workshop. Seems to be that's how it is, and yep, we just gotta use our terminal to get in here. Or our tuner. Tunimal. 2W Chief Porter. Blah blah blah, accessible terminals. Pause and read it. I'm sure it's worth a read for myself for jogging my memory on the lore in this game. And I didn't press B because that would have brought me out to craziness. An Outpost of Progress by Julia Jones that we've heard of before. Desolation through isolation. Those are important words for this game, even in the title. And something tells me that we're gonna see another important thing regarding the title, the words that haven't quite been mentioned too much, but we kind of saw something dealing with that kind of took Axel away from us, and it was pretty sad, but I moved along. So we're just going in this room after looking at this terminal, grabbing some ethanol and scrap. Alright, are those Pringles or is that a game of Farkle? Man, Farkle's fun to play, or Kepler I guess it's called here. Maybe it's like Kepler gum, kind of looks like a Mentos or whatever the brand name for gum is. I want to say ethanol, but that's the things we're picking up. It's related to alcohol and stuff, but yeah. This seems to be important right here, so let's disable that security lockdown. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, seems like a friend wants to come and play. Let's play hide and seek. Tickle his tail. I dare you. Don't feel like it, do you, Mandy Mo? I guess not. I don't know, that's not really the greatest strategy in the game of hide and seek. Might want to stay out of their line of sight. So yeah, we kind of unleashed the main threat of this game, the Xenomorph. Kind of call it the Xenomorph Sentry. There's like some numbers attached to it. I don't know. Or we could just simply call it the Alien if we want to be simple with it. Let's be careful not to make it come into effect with my stuff. Let's just go up this way, drop this brace so we can do the removal of it. Hold down the bumpers and move in the right stick as well, even though I don't need to, hahaha. 10:22 on the stopwatch, give or take a tiny bit. Well, take a little bit because I was editing in between. So let's be careful not to trigger the alien to come out too much. So we don't really want to do too much running like this. So I'm just gonna kind of run in short bursts. And I remember my first time through this game, there were a bunch of people on these stairs, kind of glitched up, just standing there. I could have walked past them. Sometimes they would try to shoot at me, because sometimes people are fine with you if you're walking by them, but if you stick around too long, they might be aroused in suspicion and might come after you. Make sure nobody's being too crazy. Just gotta look at space along the way. And if we need to hide, we can go in these right there. I think that's where I ended the episode, maybe one stage down. I don't know. So let's just continue this way. Seems to be blocked off here as well for our access tuner. Is that a little something? Yeah, it's just that. I think it would be like a door override thing if we were to look at things in the future, but it's not too pertinent at this point. So what's our puzzle? That one, then that one, and then the pedigree one. Almost looked like it was changing on me, but it wasn't. Access has been granted. Are we gonna be able to use this? Is it gonna power up for me? I guess not. Back to this place, and seems like there should be someone here with their gun. That was loud. I'm hearing lots of other loud sounds. I'm just gonna access this rewire to make sure things aren't way too bad for me. Sounds like there's death and destruction going on. I could use a little bit of air conditioning at this point, and maybe a little bit of tunes aside from this crazy stuff. Okay, I thought that cry of alarm of Xenoman himself was him coming towards me. Wait, just gotta be careful, make sure it doesn't come too far up the stairs with us. So think of this guy like the Hunter in Monstrum, even though this game came first and the Hunter is kind of based off it, if things are to be assumed. It travels in the vents, so you don't want to do way too much to trigger the Xenomorph from the vents. Oh, just watching things and being careful. And of course we can make use of our items. Oh man. Doesn't really seem to be any survivors aside from me. Is this a girl that was giving us problems all the time? Gonna be a little risky here, crafting a medikit so I can make use of getting all the scrap and stuff. So let's go ahead and grab it and move along and get ready to access that tuner with security. Hopefully we're gonna SAT things around because that's an acronym for it. Okay, incorrect code. Let's go to a different place for a different attempt at it. Be sure not to move myself around too much. And do it. Okay, it was kind of being weird. I like lost the signal as soon as things happened. Let me pause real quick to make sure I have my collectibles. Apprehension is the key word now. Let's go to the room where we first had a rather close encounter. I know I'm hearing a little bit of screeching. I am missing some blueprints, specifically for a smoke bomb item, so let's do some scouring around for wherever it may be. Looks like it right here. Here it is. Smoke bomb. What all is required for crafting of it? Seems like I have all the stuff. Ethanol, okay. I didn't remember that I needed that, but yeah. Sensor and bonding agent. So with those items you can kind of predict how it works, but of course you can read the thing. It'll release a cloud of smoke that obscures visibility. As a modified proximity device, you can release as a trap when enemies are near. Haha. Any sort of enemies that we're accustoming ourselves to these past couple episodes. And hey look, emergency override, even though I don't think it's too helpful here. I know I'm hearing sounds, and do I have to? Okay, I thought I had to use the access tuner. I was like, no, I just gotta use the key card. No shots fired yet, but that might be changing soon. Ah, Space. I love ya. Alright, back where we were. To Seegson Communications. We completed the objective even though we're not fully there yet. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and look at these things. I didn't really read the first one, but the next one says collect those blueprints. Yeah. Kinda cut out most of those, but some are in, some are out. People! Oh man. Alright, sounds like to reception we are going. Are you a friend? I think I always know one of you.
Hello? My name's Ripley. Amanda Ripley. I need your help.
Please take a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
I don't wanna.
No wonder Seegson is losing the tech race.
Alright, let's enjoy some stuff here. Gotta take in my surroundings. It's like a little model thing and a Model T systems control. I want to press control. That would be the crouch button if I were to be playing with the keyboard, but it's not applying this stuff right now. Local departure bay. Alright, so there's rewiring, but I'm not going to concern myself with that at this point. And here's another little hiding place in case we need to hide. Not like the alien's gonna follow us this way, though. Do you hear my sarcasm? Everywhere, everything, every time. Or whatever. Let's go along this way. Keycard required here. Iron torch required here. So many things that need to be opened up at a later point in time. Here's a relay facility that requires a keycard. Oh man, oh man. Meg O'Malley.
For your comfort and reassurance, our working Joe synthetics were designed to be instantly recognizable.
Ah,
Surveys
okay.
have shown that consumers are often uncomfortable dealing with advanced human real androids. Seegson working Joes are unmistakable, so you always know exactly who you're dealing with.
And you always know a working Joe.
Seegson promise. Your user comfort is our priority.
Okay. Thank you for your PSA. So we're just gonna go along this way. Hey buddy.
Can I help you?
I need to get into comms control. It's urgent.
Yeah.
That is a restricted area.
It's an emergency. Don't you realize what's going on?
Yeah, don't ya? Don't you wish your Seegson was hot like me or something? Following that way, remember the relay facility. And that's the comms control area. Someone's working on in there. Keycard required. Not much can be done. And that's, of course, blocked off. So we're just going to continue these ways, looking for anything that can be collectified. Any green lights that are giving me the green light for Collectamundo. Ooh, I see one right here before we check what's exactly on that table. Something that I'm sure is going to be our best friend. Let's do some crafting first. Make sure we get a nice little balance of items. Give ourselves another smoke bomb. Alright. Medikit, I think I have plenty of those. I'll go ahead and commit a couple to another smoke bomb, then maybe even one thing to a flashbang, a bonding agent. Medikit, I'm just gonna keep those in reserve. I'm already at full health because of the one I used last episode. See, I'm doing good enough right now. But for now, our new friend is a motion tracker.
Some kind of tracker. It's been modified.
Indeed it has. And you can hold the right trigger to use your motion tracker. Alright, let's explain those numbers. 1 and 2, that's kind of a thing. Attack, sustain, decedence, I don't know, 0.20. You just gotta... Yep, there's a dude for helping us around.
No problem.
Any sort of movement, it will detect that. Almost like those guys are hostiles or something. It's obviously helpful for tracking the alien even as it travels through the vents. Alright, give us some more items. Yeah, I'll go ahead and commit the sensor to that so we can be ready for the future. We got some flashlight batteries and something else. A radio to listen to, whatever song might play. I don't think it's anything of copyright, but I'm just going to talk over it to be safe and let it happen on its own time. I know I'm talking over the dude. Door override, put a manual lock on the door leading upstairs, okay. Error, I gotta click on that so I can go in. IO error. That's IMO, a bad thing. We hope you'll join us for the journey of the Ion Seegson, February 2115. Man, that's old. 22 years ago, even before the adventures of Ellen Ripley in the first movie. Not first game, this is the first Alien game, except it's not. There's been other ones, but this is considered to be the best one in the way of survival horror. Another little pitch about Sevastopol and Seegson Sun, the creators of Seegson, of course. Now for the audio, please understand. Thank you, Iwata-san.
Marie, if you get this, I'm making my way to Seegson Communications now. I didn't wake you because I knew you'd try and stop me. Please understand, this is our best shot. Someone's got to reestablish communications. We need to make sure the officials back at home know what's going on here. Don't worry about me. I'll be back. I'm not going to leave you and Claire alone.
Alright, that's about it for there. I'm just experimenting some things, putting on the speaker system, and I think I switched around the air purification as well. I don't know, not much that's too important right now. Hopefully that was a seamless edit. So let's take a look at this motion tracker. Attack, sustain, and decay instead of dissonance. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. And yeah, it tracks any sort of movement as long as things are actually moving. If they're standing still, it's not going to be too helpful for you. The white bar that's moving around follows you to your objective, so not a lot of people know that for sure. And also the number in the bottom left, 0.96, I think if it gets below like 0.5 or so, you may want to be wary of things that are moving around you. And I actually did save and had a little bit of a thing of me going up these stairs, and it's not really letting me save anyway, so let me just do things around. Of course, you keep hearing all these sounds of movement, and that's the camera doing things. And I could like swing my maintenance jack around if I want to do some distractions of dudes. But there's not really too many dudes to distract at this point. Just be careful in the things we're searching for. I thought that was the thing right there, but it's all lit up and literatastic. We're just going to simply keep our movements going well enough. I also use the right stick, even though it only requires the left stick for doing such a thing. So let's see what we can get in this room. Alright, I thought that was something glitching there, but nope. It's just some bonding agent. Yep, it pings around when there are things happening in the way of movement. Is there something to interact with? Kind of seems like a showery thing. Sterilizer, I guess. Maybe it's like a sort of medical-ish area. We'll be going through enough of those for this game. Marker on the edge of the motion tracker goes to your thing. Yeah. I didn't really pay attention to that my first time through, but yeah. Here we got a little something for a noisemaker. Let's get those blueprints and also this very important scrap. Alright, make sure things are well enough and see what we need to do to make a noisemaker. We need a sensor, which I don't have one immediately at the ready for, but I do have a charge pack and an SCJ injector. It's kind of weird how you need the injector thing. And I can make a full medikit, but of course I still have that high amount of them. I probably can't make too many more, so, and probably caps as well, so not much I can do with it. Alright, all seems well enough. I will keep my revolver at the ready just in case things need to be that way, and give myself a little bit of tunes for other people to listen to. And water cooler, I've been drinking a lot of water from our water cooler with my big mug that I talked about. It's all cleaned and ready for me to use, even though I've been using it since moving in the house. Even in the final few episodes of Twilight Princess HD, way. I don't know why I went full Waluigi there, but what I do know is that we're going to hit that left bumper and move this thing down. Almost on 3 minutes in this thing. Alright, see where we're moving up to. Yep, kind of just ties things together, so I didn't really need to go through all that, but for the noisemaker, it's pretty helpful. Let's keep things litty. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing if you go with this conveyor. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's going to give me a charge pack, is it? Yes, it is a charge pack. Something helpful, not quite as easy to come by. And hello, Mr. Dude with white eyes. Let's go talk to you.
You are entering a restricted area.
Oh, cool.
Let me in. I need to contact my ship.
Sorry, I can't allow that. Ripley, Amanda. You have now been logged with Otmother. Welcome to Sevastopol.
There's gotta be another way inside.
And we'll be finding that another way inside next time on Alien Isolation. Until then, don't toast yourself, and remember, running causes accidents.
Your training session. Talk to your line manager for induction times.
Cool, cool.